Annie, stand to arms. Before starting, please mute yourself when you are not speaking. And you are welcome to switch the camera for more interactive experience. The meeting will be recorded for the members to improve their skills. Okay, let's welcome let's to the club. Welcome the club president Patsy.
Okay, thank you. The club president is Joseph Calpin. Yeah.
But he's not here, right?
He is not here. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate, especially Annie is performing her first time SAA in her Toastmasters journey. It's the first opening for her. Let's give our SAA Annie a round of applause. Thank you. That's a wonderful starting. Yeah. By the way, my name is Patty. I'm serving you as the Vice President of Education. Why I'm here? Because Joseph is hosting his mom, who is visiting from United States all the way to Taiwan. It's his mom the very last night in Taiwan. So Joseph is still having the dinner, but he will be here before 10:30. Just gonna be a little bit late. So on the behalf of our club, President Joseph, I would like to welcome everyone, our loving global family. And it is a day that we start a new term, a new week to start. First of all, I'd like to introduce that there is a very special session and believe our district director, D67, will say something to us. So let's welcome Alex, District 67, our director. Thank you,
Okay,
Alex.
yeah. Actually, it's a section for a very honorable member and also a class sponsor, Simone Nash. But I think she's not here, so I think we will present next time. So it's a very special honor presented by the international president. So I think we'll make it next time. Thank you. Back to Patsy.
Okay, all right. Would you like to? Is she gonna be here today? We can always do that a little bit later. Would you like to?
I'm trying to reach her, but she.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just keep going. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Alice. I hope you can find Simone so we can also have this special presentation for Simone. Okay, so today we are going to have a very special thing, also a special member who is the first time perform the Toastmaster of the meeting for us all the way from Japan. Let's welcome our TME, Kyoko. Thank you, Kyoko. Floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Patsy. So, hello everyone, good evening. I'm Kyoko Minamoto from District 76, Japan. And I'm honored to be your Toastmaster of the evening tonight. This is our very first meeting of the new Toastmasters term. So a fresh start for all of us. So I'm truly happy to be here with you at the very beginning of the meeting. Okay, so I'd like to introduce tonight's theme. Tonight's theme is hometown. Okay, because just last week I went back to my hometown to celebrate my mother's birthday, and then while I was there, I felt warm and relaxed, and just like I always do when I'm home. So that peaceful feeling inspired me to choose this theme. So tonight I'm looking forward to discovering discovering what hometown means to you and your thoughts, everything. Okay? All right. So I'd like to introduce tonight's helper. Tonight's helper, our timer is Patsy.
Yeah, I'm serving you as the timer tonight, especially it's also on the behalf of our club president Joseph, who will be here later. I'm going to serve you and count your time, and by end of the night, I will put all the reports in the chat room. Thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you. So tonight our counter is Brian.
Hello, everyone. Brian Lin. I'll be counting your awesomes, you repeats, I guess. But any of those additional use of the English language and words, because sometimes some words are necessary in certain sentences. At the same time, there could be additional use that's not necessary, and I'll count those which are not necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Okay, let's start the meeting. Our first agenda of the meeting is a prepared speech session. Tonight we have two speakers. All right, the first speaker is Eric. Eric, are you ready? Can you turn on your camera? Okay, finally I can see you. All right, our first speaker is Von Eric Tondok. His speech title is Stranded in Atlanta. Stranded in Atlanta. Von Eric Tondok.
I'm going to Dallas again for the second time. That was January of this year. So what I'm going to do in Dallas, by the way? Well, there's a Toastmasters district mid-year training sessions, and we usually do it in Dallas. This is for the district directors, program quality directors, and club growth directors to refine their strategies and what to share about your district. Well, the session usually held in January. That's why we called it mid-year training. Yes, I'm going to the mid-year training for the second time this year. The purpose of this training is to reflect on our goals as a leader of the district. We revise our strategies and share what's working well within our district. And in return, leaders gain valuable insights, network with friends, and learn from each other's experience. So I'm ready. January 11 and 12 is our mid-year training. So my son drove me to Edmonton Airport. Boom! Going to Edmonton. Upon reaching Edmonton Airport, the gentleman said, "Where are you going, sir?" "Well, I'm going to Dallas for mid-year training." "Okay, sir. Have fun and happy trip." From Dallas, the plane flew to Atlanta. Atlanta Airport is my first stop. I'm excited. I'm almost there. I'm going to meet my friend who is then a district director in Manitoba because we have planned. We will going to visit the Dallas Museum in Arts and the Reunion Tower before our training. However, there's a storm in Dallas. A snowstorm, to be specific. I'm kind of worried. Because I know if there's a snowstorm in Dallas, they are not ready, unlike Canada. we have equipment for snow. Dallas is not built for that. But anyway, I'm so positive I'm going to reach Dallas. From Atlanta to Dallas, it's kind of a little shaky up in the air. There's a turbulence. And the lady besides me hold her chair like this. That was the longest 10 to 15 minutes of my life with turbulence. I'm worried and I pray. Everybody is worried. And then the captain said, "This is your captain. We have a turbulence. Please fasten your seatbelt." We continued on traveling. Almost an hour, and the captain said again, "This is your captain. Because of the snowstorm in Dallas, we will go back to Atlanta." Oh no! An hour of trip, middle, and almost in Dallas, and we will go back to Atlanta. We are so worried that because of the turbulence up in the air, I continued praying. Eventually, we're back in Atlanta. That's a start of my journey stranded in Atlanta. 5 times my flight was rebooked that day. The first one, no chance to go to Dallas. The second one, no chance. The third one, no chance. I waited patiently for my trip going to Dallas. I'm already losing one day. And the excitement with my friend Stephen to visit historical place in Dallas gone. Eventually, in the 5th time, I boarded the plane going to Dallas. This time, compared to my very first trip, it's calm, quiet. I'm glad we reached Dallas. I reached Dallas 2 in the morning of Thursday. My friend, he said, "I'll be there in Dallas Thursday afternoon." And our training will start on Friday. My experience being stranded in Atlanta is not my first time actually, but my experience of having that 10 to 15 minutes of turbulence. I'm scared. Have you experienced that? This year, I hope the new trio will have a safe place to have their district major training. I'm hoping Toastmasters International will learn from this lesson. They should not be having the Dallas training anymore next year because Dallas weather is unpredictable. And I don't want anybody to be stranded in Atlanta or any other part of the world going to this major training. I hope TI will learn from this lesson. And for me, I'm grateful. I'm still alive. I'm still with you, my global family. And nothing happens to me except for a one-day loss of my trip. And we're not able to see that much of the Dallas. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. Okay, So everyone, can you give Eric to your comment through chat? Right. Okay, so can I introduce the second speaker? Okay. Annie, can you remove the pin for Eric? Okay, so pin. Okay, thank you. All right. So I'd like to invite the second speaker. Tonight's second speaker is Teresa. Are you ready? Okay. All right. So our second speaker is Teresa Chen. Her speech title is It's Your Sky, Go Fly. It's your sky, go fly. Teresa Chen.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning. Before I joined Toastmasters, I had a special talent. I could disappear. Not physically, but whenever someone asked me to do a public speech, whoop, I'm gone. I was always a good girl. Good grades, good schools, but something I missed. I was never a good leader. After I graduated from university, I was once worked as an elementary school English teacher. For kids, it's very easy. I can make them laugh, love English, have fun in the class. They adore me. But speaking to adults, oh, shaking, mind blank, so terrifying. No way. Then once a friend told me, "Hey, Teresa, there is a place called Toastmasters. They speak English and they teach public speaking. Oh, good. I should go." Then the next friend said, "Don't go, Teresa, because they are very strict and their accents are very strange. They are strict. They count on your R's. They time you and they criticize you after your speech." Oh, no. Okay, thank you, but no thank you. And after that, there comes the first ever English teacher speech contest in the history in Taichung City for elementary school English teacher. I was the only one in my school, so I had no choice. I had to go. And oh my God. But I still strive to write the script and memorize it everywhere, even in the shower or in the kitchen. But when I went to the contest hall, I saw the big stage, the huge audience. I panicked and I told myself I was doomed. And yes, I did. I forgot all the lines. I was the only one who took the script and read it. So humiliating, so embarrassing. I want to delete the humiliation. Then someone told me again, Toastmaster is a place to train English public speaking. This time I went, and that action changed my life. Yes, some of the members have strange accent and the broken grammar, but they had something I didn't. They could stand up, speak up, show up, and do what I couldn't. Oh, immediately I joined the Toastmasters. But did I become a good speaker immediately? Of course, no. I shook. My mind went blank. I lost my lines. But Toastmaster is a very strange place. Even you think you are very lousy, but still, senior members told you, oh, you are so great. And next year, be our VPE. Then one more year, be our president. And 1 year, be our area director. I said, I couldn't. I don't know how. They said, don't worry, I'll teach you. You can do it. So I took the job. But after area director, I said, no more. That's it. But my good friend, the division director, came to me to ask me to be her successor. I said, no, of course. And she said, Teresa, you should do it for your karma. Karma? Who can say no to karma? It's not only good for Toastmaster, it's also good for my future, even my next life. So I said yes. 1 more year for division director. After that, definitely, no, I'm done. But the district director, Joyce High, came to me. Teresa, join the trio. Oh, I said, no, I have nothing. I have no ability, no time, no money, no nothing. Please come to someone else. But 2014, November 24th, I still clearly remember the day. Mr. Dana Lamont, the world champion, American, Black, blind judge, came to Taiwan for the conference speech. In one of his speeches, he said something that I thought he was talking to me. He said, if we stop growing ourselves, we start the dying process. Oh, I feel so touched and inspired. Why so many people told me, Teresa, you can do it. But I told myself, no, I can't. So I went home and shared this determination with my husband. And he said something sweet. It's your sky. Go fly. Oh, so touching. But I replied, but I will have no time to accompany you for 3 years. He said, doesn't matter. Only 3 years. Yes, I did it. 3 years. And I'm here. After I did it, I found that it's not so difficult as I thought in the beginning. So I told all the members I met, if Teresa Zhang can do it as a district director, you can do it too. So last year, I came to Japan by myself to learn Japanese. New country, new language, new fears, new challenge. As usual, I took it, I challenged it, I did it. Though my Japanese is still not good, but I will do it. Friends, if you are afraid of something, hesitating, and the people tell you, you can do it, go. It's your sky. Go fly. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Teresa. Right, very motivational speech. Thank you. All right, so please put comment for Teresa through chat. Okay, and then can we move on to the next agenda? All right, our second, the next agenda is table topic. So tonight, our table topic master is Kun Yu Chen. Are you there? Okay. So luckily, you have 20 minutes tonight. Yes.
Yes. So
Okay,
I will start. I'm ready.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, you have enough questions for table topic for 20 minutes. All right.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Besides my enough questions, I think your participation will be crucial to a successful table topic session. So my first table topic is our main theme is hometown. So my first question I would like you to think about is where are you from? Where is your hometown? Would you please do a short introduction about your hometown and your city? I would like to invite Su Huang. Su, would you like to share with us where your hometown is and how would you introduce it?
Hi, everyone. I'm living in Tainan, Taiwan, and it's a very big city. But when I grow up, I lived in a very small countryside in a small town called Xinhua. And I remember the places near my home was like a rice field everywhere. But right now, of course, it's not like this. But I remember my childhood was really, really happy when I was playing in those rice fields, and I would go fishing, go swimming in the pond, and then I would spend a lot of time like trying to catch the frogs and fish from the pond and the rivers. And I don't find that anymore here. There are buildings everywhere and the roads are everywhere. So, but right now, I think it's still a very beautiful place to visit. The little town I grew up. But right now, I live somewhere nearby. And when I was young, I always dreamed about going somewhere far away from my home. I never knew that I would stay in this somewhere near my hometown for such a long time. Maybe for almost most of the time in my life I spent here. The other place I would call it a hometown was actually Canada, Toronto. I spent like 6 years there when I was studying in university. And I really like Canada. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful place to stay as well. And I think it's really nice to spend some of my lifetime in those two places. One is like somewhere I'm familiar with, and the other is somewhere I fall in love with later in my life. But I'm really glad I'm grow up in this hometown. Thank you. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Sue. Next, I would like to invite Simone. Simone, would you like to share with us where your hometown is?
Okay, thank you. My hometown is Melbourne, Australia. It is a very, very good place to retire, actually. But instead, I've decided to retire in Taiwan. But Melbourne is like a place where you can really relax. There's a lot. It's a coffee drinking culture. So a lot of cafes everywhere, and you can sit on the sidewalk and drink coffee with your friends, or just sit there with a magazine and just relax. It's very green. There's a lot of parks, gardens everywhere. It's like a garden city, and there's a river that runs through the city. So it's just a really peaceful, relaxing place. And there's a rivalry between the two big cities, Melbourne and Sydney. And I visited Sydney many times. It's really like a rat race kind of place. And compared to Melbourne, which is just very relaxing. It's a great place to be. I grew up there, I felt very privileged to have grown up in such a beautiful and peaceful place. And I'm planning a trip back to see my family, my two younger brothers and their family, early next year, hopefully. So I'm going to enjoy the wonderful Melbourne atmosphere once again. It's very soon. Back to you, table topic master.
Yeah, very nice. In terms of hometown, I think you must be very happy to introduce your hometown to your friends. Now, if you have friends from other city or from a foreign country, you want to introduce him or her to your hometown. You want to design a tour for him or her. It may be a tour to see a lot of sightseeing spots. It may be a cultural tour. How would you introduce? How would you design this tour for your friend? I would like to have Helen. Helen, how to pronounce your last name is Teal?
Yeah.
Helen Teal? Yes, would you like to say something?
Okay, so if I'm going to introduce someone of my friends who are going to visit Malaysia, I'm from Asia, Malaysia, then I will introduce how can I arrange it. First of all, if the person of my friend is a foodie, definitely I will introduce all the best food in Malaysia. Because in Malaysia, food is variety. And we have a lot of the delicious food. And we have a lot of the fruits as well. As I have a lot of the friends, I bring them, even though my Toastmaster friend from Korea, from Filipino, I bring them whole day for food only because they love food. However, if my friend is someone who want to go for sight, means that they want to go for mountain, I can bring them to mountain. If they want to go for beach, I also can bring them for beach. There is a lot of the site for glamping in Malaysia. And this glamping, definitely you will love it because it's so peaceful in nature. You have all the material, you no need to worry. I can prepare for you because I have whole set of glamping material. All the chair, table, no worry. Just tell me what you want and what you want to experience in Malaysia, or I can do it for you, my friends. Thank you. Pass back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen. And now I would like to invite Alex. Alex Huang. I think you have so many foreign friends. If they come, how would you recommend them? You must go or you must eat in your hometown.
I was born and raised in Taipei, but actually my hometown was in Penghu, a small island next to Jiayi. My mother told me I have maybe 0.5% Netherlands. Maybe my grandfather was from Netherlands, and if they can have more time spend time in Penghu, I suggest they can arrange a 3-day trip in Penghu, and I will bring them to the mainland island called Ma Gong. Ma Gong is the mainland island for Penghu, and we have Qimei, we get Wang'an, we have Hujin. They are all beautiful islands. And I think the must visit in Penghu is not the food, the beautiful spot. It's the beach. In Chimei's island, they got a very special spot called Small Taiwan. So it's just basically close to a beach, and it's a rock like a beautiful Taiwan. And I visited there 2 years ago. I go down around the beach and just touch the water is the sea. The water is so clean and the sea is so beautiful. I think it's a must visit for Penghu in Ma Gong and Penghu. But as a foreigner or people living in Taiwan, where you can travel to Penghu, or just simply walk in Ma Gong, you can feel the different vibe because it's really a special island, and you can smell the flavor of sea. You can smell I would say everything is so chill, so casual, and totally different from what we have in Taiwan. So I think that I will bring them to visit my hometown, Penghu, Ma Gong. So if Stefano, Eric, anyone come to Taiwan, spend 3 days, I will go invite you to go to Penghu.
Yes. Penghu is a very nice place, especially for seafood. So if you like seafood, definitely go to Penghu. There is a word called nostalgia. Nostalgia makes us think about our hometown. But I think when many people think of their hometown, when they go back to their hometown, sometimes they got this feeling that, oh, there is something missing. I no longer have that. It could be a building, it could be a person, or it could be some cultural things. So, would you like to share with us when you go back to your hometown? Have you found something is missing and you really miss it so much and you want to introduce it to your friends? I would like to have Brian. Brian Lin, would you like to share with that feeling? You got that feeling too?
Sure, yes. I grew up in Taipei, so I believe most of you know Taipei quite well.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the special thing about Taipei is the international atmosphere in Taipei, especially in the area of food. Because in Taipei, you can sample almost food from all over the world with a little bit of a Taiwanese twist. You can have great French food, you can have even greater Japanese cuisine in Taipei. And it never ceased to surprise me that people in Taipei has the idea of improving on some of the world's most famous things. Even with a little bit of a twist, now you know, wow, tastes so much better. Take one example for the Portuguese custard, tanta. I thought custards should have the Portuguese taste that is dense, that's very sweet. Guess what? When I went back to Taipei and I sampled some of the custards in Taiwan, and I saw, wow, that's great because they are not so heavy. I can have a few more in a sitting because the typical Portuguese custards, I can only eat about 2 because they're too sweet and dense. But in Taipei, in one sitting, I can eat 4 or more of the custards in Taiwan because they are so fluffy, so light, so pleasant, just like the weather in Taiwan in the spring, not in the summer. So Taipei never ceased to surprise me because we just have the idea of improving everybody's cuisine, improving everybody's music, and make it have a local flair. And that's why I love my hometown Taipei. Back to you, Mr. Table Topping Master.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you. And now I would like to have Tracy Baker. Would you share with us your feeling of nostalgia?
As a young man growing up in Dayton, Ohio, we were terrified of blizzards and tornadoes. One particular time, a tornado hit my hometown and wiped away all my nostalgia. When I woke up, I was and I said to myself, this is a whole new world. And Mr. Alex, District Director, I said to myself, if only I could get back home. But home was different because you see, my older brother passed away and he was no longer there. And all the nostalgia that went with him was buried in my heart, my soul, my mind, and my spirit. And I said I had to figure out a way to recreate the fun times of eating hamburgers, of going places together, of just having a good time. And then I realized all I had to do was click my heels 3 times and say, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. And then poof, pow, I was back in my hometown, feeling all the nostalgia and beauty of where I grew up. And when I did fellow Toastmasters, I said to myself, I never want to leave home. And ironically, this weekend, I was visiting my mother's hometown And I felt that same feeling of nostalgia and heritage and incredible times. So from my end, I believe every single one of you on the call today can find home inside of you, whether a tornado hits, whether you're in Taipei, whether you're in Japan, it does not matter. Home is where your heart is. So always look to your home for nostalgia, but look to your heart because that's where all the memories lie. And that's where you'll find all the nostalgia that you need. So I clicked my heels 3 times. I went from that magical land all the way back to Ohio, and that's where I'm returning right now. My question to all of you is, where's the nostalgia from your hometown?
Yes. Thank you, Tracy, for your sharing. It's a very good bridge to my final question to you. I believe that yes, hometown, it can be physical hometown. It can also be mental hometown. Where you were born can be your hometown, and during the process of your growing, you might find your second hometown or third hometown. Like when I studied in the US, I feel that California became my hometown. When I worked in South Korea for 7 years, I feel that Seoul of Korea became my hometown too. So my final question to you is that do you have your second hometown? And what is your mental hometown? I would like to have Stefano Spillo. Would you share with us that?
My actual and mental hometown, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. It's a very tricky question. I've been living a bit of everywhere. My actual hometown is, I'll say, Rome. And I was born in Japan, but then as a kid, I moved to Rome. In Japan, it's a small city called Hagi, which is in Yamaguchi Prefecture. It's a very small city, and I kind of grew up going between a small town in Japan and big historical metropolis called Rome. So I don't know which one's like the official and unofficial hometown. But what I can share maybe is the contrast between the two cities, where one's a kind of medievalish European capital, full of people, full of traffic, full of noise. The other one is a very rural Japanese sea town where you have local fisheries. So yeah, these are the two hometowns, and I think I feel very lucky that I grew up having a bit of a contrast between the two, being able to spend time in Rome and like looking at the monuments, but also being able to experience a bit the simpler life in Japan. So yes, to wrap up, summarize.
Thank you.
These are my two hometowns. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefano. So we have about 2 minutes. I would like to have Harry. Harry, would you share with us your mental hometown or your second, third hometown?
Actually, I was born in Hong Kong, and then I came to Taiwan. And although the place I born was in Hong Kong, which was very sophisticated and the financial center, now things change. I spent most of my time living in Taipei. So always when and my parents and my sister, they were in Toronto, Canada, and other sister is in Brisbane, Australia. So I have lots of opportunities that if I want to immigrate, but I prefer living in Taipei. So always, when talk about this subject, I always tell my friend, Taipei is always the city that I want to live for the rest of my life. I think this is a mental place that you suggest, because in Taipei I used to have my own business, and I have lots of friends in Taipei who can support me especially Toastmasters friends. And because I make for all the years in Toastmasters, I've learned a lot. How to become a better communicator, also learn to be a leader. And also the things I learned in Toastmasters is really wonderful. Now I come online and can talk to people like you who share your experiences, which is really wonderful. So mentally, I think I grow, I learn in an environment like this. So it is, I think it's really it's a fruitful that I can stay in a place like Taipei where I can have all the support, and especially the medical system is very good compared to the rest many of the cities in the world. And when I get older, I think medical care is very important. So my heart is always in Taipei. Whenever talk to my friends and the friends from abroad, I always tell them Taipei is the only city that I want to live forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry, and thanks to all the members sharing. Now time back to our Madame Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, our table topic master, Chen. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for all of the table topic speakers sharing your wonderful story about your hometown. It's really enjoyable. Thank you. All right, so Patsy, do you have a timers report? Okay, timers report on the chat. So let's move on to the general evaluation session. So I'd like to invite our general evaluator. Tonight's general evaluator is it is Andy.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I'm Anji Mitsukami, and I'm honored to be your general evaluator tonight. The evaluation session is a very important part of the Toastmasters. It's a time when we give and receive helpful feedback so that we can grow as communicators and leaders. My role has 3 parts. First, I will ask the supporter team to give their reports. Second, I will introduce the evaluators for the prepared speeches. And finally, I'll give my general evaluators reports on the overall meeting. Now, let's begin with the speech evaluations. Okay, our first evaluator is Alex Huan, the District 67 Director and our club president from last term. He will be evaluating the speech Stranded in Atlanta by Eric Lane, DTM. Alex will focus on vocal variety and body language. Let's welcome Alex.
Thank you, General Evaluator Andy. Thank you, Long Eric, my brother, and also our club mentor. That was a wonderful speech from our club mentor, Mong Eric, DTM. He is so amazing and a impactful speaker. All we learn from him is not only the beautiful message about his trip to the MYT, but also the amazing content for body language and vocal variety. It's a level 1 project about using the body language and vocal variety. I really love Eric's speech. Let me divide it into 3 parts. First one is the way he used the body language. We can feel his hand is shaking on the airplane. We can feel his nervousness when he just realized that the weather in Dallas is not really well. We can feel the anxious from his trip during the MYT. He wonderfully used the body language and also the vocal variety to convey his message. Second one is what I observe very carefully. What Mo Eric is an impactful speaker. He's the one to wonderfully use the poses. From his content, paragraph by paragraph, when he just bring us to the roller coaster, then a wonderful poses. Let us feel his passion and emotions. I think this strength is what we need to learn from Mo Eric. He's an impactful speaker. Very great to use the poses to bring more impact and also the emotion to the members. The third is a design for the organization. From the main opening, body, and conclusion, really enforce one message and one purpose about history, his MIT in Dallas. As your good friend and also your brother, let me provide you some suggestion for your contents. I heard there's a one sentence just grab my attention. What TI can learn from the MYT? Because the weather is not so good, the situation is bad. So what TI can learn from this MYT? If you can elaborate more, what TI can learn? Maybe TI can learn how could have more preparation before the MYT. Maybe TI can have more members to just visit the venue beforehand and bring us more horizontal impact for us, so we can learn more from you. All in all, my brother, that was a wonderful speech full of body language and vocal variety. I really love how you use poses, really bring us lots of impact. And also the content so good. Once you can bring us more valuable suggestion, well, how TI can learn, tell us. I think next time you deliver a wonderful, impactful, and beautiful speech in the future. Back to Andy, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Alex, for your helpful and useful evaluation. Okay, our second evaluator is Stefano Spillo, distinguished Toastmaster. He will evaluate the speech by Teresa Chang, past district director, titled It's Your Sky, Go Fly. Stefano will focus on how Teresa used descriptive language in her speech. Stefano, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Andy, and thank you, Teresa, for a very inspiring speech. For those of you who might know, I was a member of One World Toastmasters Club where I first met Teresa, and she's a Toastmasters I've always had a strong admiration for. I heard that she's a member of a gajillion clubs in Taiwan, and I never thought Teresa would have had a moment as the start of her Toastmaster career where she had invisible powers. But today's speech was a great story for me to understand that even great, well-established Toastmasters like Teresa had their beginnings, their journeys, their gradual improvements, which is, I think, what I saw as the essence of this very warm and inspiring speech. I think a very strong point about a speech was that as Toastmasters, we can all relate to what she shared. How many of you had a case where your club president asks you to take a president role? How many of you have a case where some really, really good close friend of you say, hey, do you want to join the club and charter it and become a club officer? And I think the speech captured really well the conflict that we may have as individuals, where we are initially reluctant to take on new challenges. I think even before joining Toastmasters, Teresa kindly shared a very interesting story of how she was a teacher and how she heard about this organization where people speak weird. So I think that explanation of Toastmasters from an outsider was something that really added a lot of comedy, humor, and value to the speech, not to mention her humorous introduction. And I love how the speech flowed in a very good manner, where Teresa spoke about becoming a VP, president, area director, division director, and trio. Wow. And I think the beauty of the speech lies for me to the conclusion where the quote is, "It's your sky, go fly." And I loved the episode that she had with her husband, where you might have some doubt whether you want to commit a lot of time, take the extra risk, but I could feel the warm support that she had from her husband to pursue that dream. And what I enjoyed lastly is how Teresa shared about her new challenge for Japanese, which is great. Two, I think I'm running out of time. So one improvement point, which I was going to suggest, is the time management, which, as you can see, I'm not doing very well. So I should learn myself. And one additional point, which I thought the speech could gain even more, was after Teresa entering the speech contest and having that experience where she maybe felt like she needed to take action whilst reading the script. I think that switch in joining Toastmasters, you could have added some more tension and kind of kept us a bit waiting more. But I'd say great speech, great story. And I should have mentioned, you also add a lot of elements of vocal variety and gestures, which perfectly meet the objectives of the class. And having gone massively over time, I'll conclude my evaluation and I'll hand control back to Andy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Stefano. Okay, just a moment. Okay, thank you, Stefano, for your encouraging and warm evaluation. Now, let's move on to the timer and encounter acknowledgement. Joseph, could you please give us your timer report?
Oh, yes, it's a timer. I have
Thank you,
already put
Patsy.
You're welcome. Club President Joseph, lifesaver, you're back. By the way, all your timer report is in the chat room. Please check. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, and okay, account report. Now it's Brian for the account reporter, right? Okay, so please.
Okay, I'm giving the accountant's report in the chat for speech and table topic section, and for evaluations. Andy was clean. Alex evaluating when Eric has 3 arms, 2 repeats, and a lot of poses. In fact, it should be pauses. For evaluator number 2, Stefano for Teresa, 5+ arms, 1 kind of. And that concludes my report. Back to you, Adam.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, okay, for helping us stay mindful of filler words. Thank you. Now, I'd like to share my general evaluator report. Okay, the meeting started on time and had a warm welcome atmosphere. Our Zoom master and Sergeant at Arms Annie opened the space smoothly and confidently. And Patsy did a great job filling in for Joseph's as a president, giving a strong and friendly opening speech. Thank you. And also a timer. Okay, and Alex, District 67 director, gave a heartfelt appreciation moment. And Kyoko, today's Toastmaster of the meeting, was composed and cheerful and clear. She guided us naturally through each part of the meeting. And Chen Kuan Yu, the table topic master, gave us the thoughtful and fun questions related to our theme, hometown. Very good. We had 2 great speakers today, and both evaluators gave very useful feedback in a respectful and well-structured way. I'm sure their comments will inspire the speakers and help them improve in their next speeches. One small suggestion to make the meeting even better. The person leading the section and the speaker are pinned in the center of the screen, and which makes it very easy to see for the audience. And however, if the transition between them could be a bit quicker and smoother, it would be even easier to follow, especially since we are using Zoom for the meeting. Overall, this was well organized and positive and inspiring meeting. The first meeting of the new term, it was a wonderful start. Tonight, I really felt the global family is my mental hometown. Thank you very much, everyone, for making it a great meeting. That concludes my role as a general evaluator. Now, I return the control to our Toastmasters meeting, Kyoko Minamoto.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you so much for your wonderful general evaluation. Okay, now we completed our today's agenda. So I'd like to control my. I'd like to pass my control to our president, Joseph.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kyoko. And I want to say a very huge thank you to Patsy, our VPE, for handling so much tonight. And tonight it's my mom's final night in Taipei. She's heading out back to the United States. And so our member here, Paul Sharp, had a wonderful evening planned for her. It went a bit longer than I expected. But I jumped in and I could just feel a lot of the warmth from each of our guests and our members. And a couple of pieces of business before we call the meeting adjourned. First, I'd like to ask, have we done a group photo yet? I don't think so. Great. Well, while everyone's here and cameras are on, if we can do a group photo, Patsy, who's the best person to do that?
Yoko, please. BBPR is right.
Oh, that's right. Our dear VPPR. Would you be able to help us with a group photo? I think you just do a screenshot of our gallery view.
We cannot hear you, Kyoko.
Oh, okay. So smile. Okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I got it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay. And then just a couple more words from me, and then we'll open the floor for networking for about the next 15 minutes. So we are starting our new term. We have a new set of officer teams. We are officially chartered. Our dear Deputy SAA and huge support, Simone, is getting us set up on Free Toast Host. So we have a lot of good things building up over the next couple of weeks. Now, in our chat, you'll notice that our secretary, Helen, has posted a link for a Google form. This is for you to write more feedback to the speakers and also let us know what you think about the meeting and what we can do better, or just your thoughts in general. We have amazing world-class speakers like Von Erich here. And so we'd love to hear more from you all so we can share it with our speakers. This is a great global platform, so please do use that opportunity. Helen's put in a lot of work to make that very nice. Okay, now that's it for me for now. And so I'd like to just open it to networking. If you have any events going on online in your district, please do let us know. We are a global family, and I think some of us from District 67 or around the world would like to be able to jump in and say hello. So everyone, the floor is yours, and I hope that you've had a wonderful Sunday so far.
Can I have 1 minute to do a very important thing for one of our members? Okay.
Oh dear, of course you can, Mr. Alex.
We are an international club and also the third international club in our district. We're a member who just have a very important award presented by the International President Roddy Spear. It's Toastmaster Presidential Citation. It's about, okay, and we got a very important sponsor, whose name is Simone Nash. And this award is carefully selected for one region, only 2 important leader will have this award. And for Region 14, we have Simone Nash and Matthew Mack to receive the award. That's a wonderful achievement for all the members, all the leaders. And this year we got 2. And also we have very honorable class sponsor Harry Pham, and also received award in 2014. So now I want to use a little time to present this award and as a district director to our very important sponsor, Simone Nash. So I want to invite Simone to have a photo with all the members. So I think it's a very wonderful appreciation to our class sponsor. Okay. Okay, all right.
Can I take a photo for you and Simone? Let me just pin Alex as well as Simone. Should I pin Joseph as well?
Maybe Harry.
Harry.
Yes,
exactly.
definitely
Oh,
Harry.
this is Simone. Yeah, this is Simone. Oh, okay. So Simone and Alex. So we're ready to take a photo. This one. And I believe that there's also another sir for Harry. Isn't it? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Okay. All right. So now it's the photo. Simone and Alex. Let me count. 3, 2, 1. Smile. Thank you. Great.
Okay. And the award was presented by International Parade Spear in the International Convention in Philadelphia. So can I have one more times to invite Simone to say something about this award? It's very important for our district and also for our member. I think you can give us some inspiration about this important award. Let's welcome Simone.
Thank you, Simone.
All right, thank you very much. In fact, I believe there are so many Toastmasters all around the world, including in District 67, who are so passionate about Toastmasters and giving back to our Toastmasters community and serving in all kinds of different roles, official, unofficial, in front and behind the scenes. But, you know, only a handful of people get officially recognized. I want to say this award, what it means to me is for all the people that I've, you know, joyfully worked with over so many years. And it's, you know, I want to accept it not only on my behalf, but so many people. It should not only be in my name. But anyway, I'm very grateful. It is a great honor. And it is the only reason I'm going to Philadelphia to the convention. So somebody reminded me, hey, Simone, it's once in a lifetime that you can walk on the stage and receive this award from the international president. So I said, okay, I booked my ticket the same day. So I'm excited. I'm very, very grateful. And as I say, so many people deserve to be recognized. Yes, I'm very glad to walk the stage in August. Thank you, Alex, for your very special recognition for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone. That's also an honor for our club. And back to our club president, Joseph Corbett.